Scene opens with a tense, dramatic moment. Sinju stood there, his legs completely frozen solid. He was trapped. But then something impossible happened. Amira. No, not our Amira, this was someone else. She was taller, with long, flowing white hair, and she was sprinting straight for the king. And right beside her, Jake, our little nerdy Jake, had somehow landed a solid punch right in the king's gut. The king, staggered but furious, just raised a single hand. The massive throne behind him, made of ancient stone and metal, just disintegrated. It broke apart into 1,000 sharp pieces, all flying like a deadly swarm of missiles straight for Jake. But Jake's eyes, they started glowing with this intense electric blue. It was like time slowed down for him. He could see every single piece of that throne coming his way. He dashed, he weaved, bobbing and ducking through the storm of shrapnel, somehow getting closer and closer to the king with every move. Just as Jake was about to close the distance, the white-haired Amira leaped into the air. She started chanting, casting some kind of spell. Suddenly, the very room came alive. Grass and thick vines sprouted from the stone floor. Wooden roots burst from the walls, and they all shot out, wrapping around the king like a python. But they didn't stop there. The vines grabbed Jake too, trapping him right alongside the monarch. "Hey, what are you doing?" Jake yelled, struggling. "You got me too." This strange, taller Amira just laughed, a sound that sent a chill down my spine. "And what makes you think I care?" she said, her voice dripping with a kind of evil I'd never heard from her before. Jake's face fell. He looked betrayed. "Because I thought we were friends," he yelled, his voice cracking with emotion. And when he said that, something happened. The tall, white-haired Amira wavered like a glitch in reality. Her long white hair started to shrink, the color draining away, turning back to its familiar black, leaving only a few stark white streaks behind. She shrank back to her original, smaller size. She looked around, dazed, her eyes wide. What's going on?" she asked, genuinely confused. It was our Amira again. Meanwhile, on the other side of the hall, Lin was in a desperate fight. He was up against this woman in white and blue armor who wielded terrifying ice powers. That's who had frozen Sinju's legs. But Sinju wasn't out of the fight. He flared his dragon scale cloak, the scales glowing with an inner heat. The ice around his legs cracked and shattered. In a blur of motion, he warped, just vanished, and reappeared right behind the ice lady. He didn't go for a big attack, just a simple leg sweep. He tripped her. As she fell, something bizarre happened. Her whole body turned to solid, shimmering ice in midair. And the moment she would have hit the floor, she shattered into a million tiny, glittering fragments. But she wasn't dead. We could all feel it. A lingering, bone-deep coldness hung in the air where she had been. She was gone, but her energy was still here. With the ice lady dealt with and the king still tangled in Amira's leftover vines, Lin saw his chance. He drew his shadow blade, the metal humming with dark energy, and charged straight for the trapped king, going for the kill. But then it started to rain. Inside, from the ceiling, not water but razor-sharp shards of ice. It was the ice lady's parting gift. Amira, seeing the danger, changed her spell. The vines and roots holding the king and Jake receded, but only enough to pull Jake free, dragging him out of the path of the deadly ice rain. Lin, though, he didn't stop. He was a force of nature. He swung his shadow blade in a wide arc, smacking the ice shards away like flies, never breaking his stride. He was a man possessed, charging toward the king for that final killing blow. He was almost there, blade raised high, and then the king smiled. A horrible, knowing smile, as if this was all part of his plan.